Oh, you better not be disconnecting and reconnecting. Yeah, you better be. Uh, I don't know what the fuck happened. Maybe because it was closed for a few days. But yeah, I can't believe that scandal was like 7 years ago now because it was all over the news. Infinity War was coming out at the time. Vici died at the time. I mean, I didn't know that Vici died until years later, but yeah, he died when I was still in outdoor lab in school. Sixth grade was my favorite year of high school ever. But yeah, Japan. This is meant to be my graduation gift. I can't believe 2 months from now it's gonna be 2 years, not 2 years, 1 year. I wish it was 2 years since I graduated high school, and all I could say is I'm glad to be the fuck out of there, cause my high school is, well, if it was woke, it would have been just activists at everywhere you go, but it's more woke of pride flags everywhere you go. People are like, why do you care so much? It's because you're fucking putting those stupid flags in my gosh darn face every day. It's like, I have nothing against gay people, I got a gay friend. But my main problem is you're just, putting it everywhere I turn, It's like, why would someone like you, who's clearly a woman, wear a fucking pin with, she, her pronouns? You think I'm stupid? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if your students are stupid, because the world we live in now, but hey. I mean, hey, thanks to Trump, this is probably all going to come to an end by the time he's out of office. So, yeah. Speaking of that subject, I need to stay off of Twitter because, just the fact that it's just a bunch of the other side sucks brain rot. It's like, it's a bunch of MAGA bad brain rot, So yeah, I don't think, it's healthy for me to be on there. And yeah, and the fact that people were trying to justify the like others burning down Teslas because they're a bunch of fucking monsters, man, just disgusts me at its finest, you know. Oh well, I guess people are evil. But yeah, so also so yeah, a little bit of a TLDR because I haven't been there in person yet. So I'm going to Disneyland Tokyo first, and I watched a review by the YouTube channel Review Time, and apparently it makes sense because Tokyo Disneyland is not even owned by Disney, all right, owned by the Oriental Land Company, and I thought Oriental was a racist term, and yet it's used by a bunch of Asians, even in America. But yeah, but Tokyo Disneyland has a lot of original versions of rides, like including Splash Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's mostly because Japan's not as woke as America is. I mean, it never is. All right, I don't think gay people or dudes who dress up like girls automatically make it woke. It depends. It's more of how they act and how you push it is what makes it woke. But anyway, hey, it's like he said, "Oh, these scenes on Pirates of the Caribbean are dated, rightfully so." It's like, if you can't handle people being treated like shit because those were the original scenes, because the people in that one scene were evil, go fuck yourself. I have no respect for you, even the review time guys anymore. Ugh, God. I will say this before I get out of Japan. I think Snow White, well, it should have been fucking said millions of years ago. I think Snow White is going to be a giant culture shift because it shows that, I mean, of course you're going to have the media shills trying to think of other reasons why it bombed, like, "Oh, people are just not interested in Snow White anymore." Bitch, you're fucking dumb. Anyway, But no, it's actually because Rachel Zegler is controversial. Her hatred is all over the fucking internet. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a big wake up moment in Hollywood. But is there anything else that's about to happen? Sorry if I haven't been talking for a bit, but yeah, you know, going back to the whole review time, calling the original Pirates of the Caribbean problematic. You know, ever since the Orange Man got reelected, it definitely showed, because I thought this kind of everyone being such a pussy was the popular opinion, but it's not. All right, I think he won because of, you know, the left in general. Like, they're burning down fucking Teslas right now. Like, they're saying everything is an attack on women. So yeah, you're fucking done. And I think you're gonna lose again. I think you're gonna lose again, folks. But yeah, what else is going on? What else is in the news? I didn't make a podcast format video on Doomsday because I made that meme video, but I guess I'll talk about it real quick. Honestly, race swap Namor is less offensive than, say, I don't know, She-Hulk, in my opinion. In my opinion. Alright, I love Namor in the comics, but... And I love Mayan superheroes, but does that mean you should turn him into a Mayan? Fuck no. I love Mayan folklore, I have tons of it in my man cave. But yeah, there's people on the internet who are complaining that there's only 5 fucking women on the cast. And honestly, I don't even see, like, the wokest of people outside of Grace Randolph complain about that, so I guess we're back to an age of colorblindness. Oh, but colorblindness is bad. Shut the fuck up. These people are insufferable. Anyway, but yeah, I guess I'll look up the cast again. Simu Liu. I actually like Shang-Chi. Granted, I'm kind of falling out of love with the Shang-Chi movie because I've been reading the comics a lot more as of late. And Shang-Chi as a character is a far cry from what he is in the comics. Like in the movies. Like, they do stick to the whole 10 rings and a bunch of villains working for the Mandarin, who in the comics is Fu Manchu. Ugh. Yeah, the whole chairs thing, the whole stupid fucking chairs, like every few hours. I mean, like, I get it, you're doing it like the whole day, but it's just still stupid. Like, I'd rather not wait an entire fucking, you know what? Ugh. Alright, so, hold on, let me check the chat if anyone has talked yet. Nope, I am still a creep. Pedro Pascal and Robert Downey Jr. were credited last. So I think it's because Reed Richards is gonna play a bigger role than we expect. Of course, the entire Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four first steps, because I'm a huge fan of these characters. I'm doing a comic dub still. I'm gonna work on it while I'm on my trip. At least the editing. Like, I'm not gonna do voice recording because I'm not gonna bring my fucking microphone. But yeah, that's the movie. even with Silver Bikini, I'm like, don't screw this up. Like, what I really hope about Silver Bikini is, like, she's in the movie for like 5 seconds and then she fucking dies. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna waste talent like Julia Garner, who's a good actress. You know, I saw her in that Wolfman movie. She was decent. But does that mean I'm gonna excuse her for being a character she's not supposed to be? No! Who else? Alright, yeah, the Thunderbolts. I was hoping the asterisk means they were all gonna die, except for Bucky. I don't want Bucky to die, but I want all these useless bitches to die. But yeah, if Lewis Pullman as Sentry is coming back, the mysterious Bob, he's Sentry, you dumb fucks. Fucking Variety, a bunch of shill idiots. Florence Pugh, David Harbour, but yeah, no Taskmaster, thank God. You some people gonna die? Shang-Chi, yep. Tanakweta Mejia. Yeah, he got into some allegations in of himself too. And I think the reason why they're keeping him on board is because like Jonathan Majors was more in the public eye. Like his went on a lot faster than Namor's. But yeah. You know, as long as they do some interesting fight scenes, you know, I'll be fine. As long as they don't bring up him hating crackers, I'll be fine with it, you know? Like he was the best part of Wakanda Forever despite them fucking him up. I keep forgetting to say this! Namor! Alright, so from now on, I'm gonna be calling Namor Namor. But, yeah, speaking of Wakanda Forever, Letitia Wright. I also think Letitia Wright's Black Panther, aka Shuri, was less offensive in that movie. It's mostly because they wrote a decent arc for her, mostly because Chadwick Boseman passed away. So, yeah, I liked it fine. If you heard a little drop, that's because, I accidentally dropped a water bottle. It's half full, so... You hear that? That means there's only 1 kilogram of it. I'm a dumbass. I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay, so that's it for the article, but that's not the entire cast. Thor is coming back. Chris Hemsworth was the first cast member, what was it, announced? So I was expecting them to announce Thor 5. And I was hoping that they'd announce Thor versus Hercules, because I love Hercules as a character in the comics. But I probably shouldn't get my hopes up too high, because Marvel likes to screw up a lot of their characters from the comics as of late. But no. Like, they put Vanessa Kirby's chair after that. So, I think at least the main characters are going to be Captain African American, Reed Ricardo's, Sue Storm, and Thor. So, yeah. And also, going back to a possible Thor versus Hercules movie, Thor, on the other hand, Hercules, on the other hand, it's not necessarily Thor's first standalone series, but it was his first standalone series after the Avengers in the 60s. But, like, his first few issues was him in a rivalry with Hercules. I haven't read that yet. I'm not really a Thor fan in the comics, but if you just adapt that, I think it'll be a perfect, curtain call for Chris Hemsworth as Thor, you know? Yeah, I already mentioned. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. Where's Wasp at? Wasp would have been cool. Not Wasp would have been cool. I just said something random. But I do know she did get into some controversy because she doesn't have the right belief system. But yeah. I can't stand... I can't stand biased movie fans, but yeah. Her opinion. She didn't want to be fucking bossed around by the fucking government. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to the Fox in a bit, but, Danny Ramirez, that's, Tweety. That's who I'm gonna call, New Falcon, Tweety. Because you can't just give a character an identity, so I'm gonna call him Tweety. Because Sam Wilson is Falcon. He's perfect the way he is. You can make Falcon standalone, but you can't call fucking a new, who Mexicano, Falcon. Falcon's black. And one man. So I'm gonna call him Tweety. Tweety. Fucking Tweety. Tweet, motherfucker. Winston Duke. I'm still mad that they didn't make him the man-ape. Like, because in the comics, he's in a monkey costume. They still had the balls to make him part of a monkey tribe, but they don't put him in the albino monkey costume. They don't turn him into George from the Rampage movie. God, I've always wanted a sequel to that. Yeah, it's a far cry from the comedic tone of the games, but still... Tom Hiddleston, I still haven't seen Loki Season 2, but all I know is that it ended off with him in a fucking tree, and he's the master of the multiverse now. Alright, let's get to the Fox boys. Kelsey Grammer, alright, I love him as Beast. Patrick Stewart, I'm torn between Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen as one of my favorite actors. I just got into Star Trek, but I am far. Alright, I'm going back to the 60s, so I don't think he was there back in the day. But, Ian McKellen, one of my favorite actors of all time. Gandalf, Magneto. I'm actually glad none of these characters I'm about to mention were in Deadpool and Wolverine, because I wanted a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine to be more about, side characters than just an X-Men movie with Deadpool in it. And I'm glad they went that direction. Alan Cumming. I am not a fan of X2, but I did like his Nightcrawler. Rebecca Romijn, she was a really good Mystique. James Marsden. James Marsden was such missed potential as Cyclops. Like, I think the dude's a legit good actor, but he's in nothing but shit. Like, post the X-Men movies, I mean, I don't know if he's been in anything else. He was good in Enchanted. Alright, he was good in Enchanted, looking back at that, but, he's just been in nothing but shitty kids movies. Yeah, the Sonic movies were good, but no one's seeing the Sonic movies for James Marsden. But yeah, they treated Cyclops like shit. Alright, the leader of the X-Men. They just made him a lover boy, and then they made him absent throughout all of, X2, you know? And then they kill his ass off. Damn, I feel bad for James Marsden. I hope this is his redemption arc. Make him one of the main characters. The main characters. The main bitches. Channing Tatum as Gambit. Everyone loved Channing Tatum as Gambit. I don't want Channing Tatum to come back as his own standalone Gambit. Like, I want someone younger by the time we get to the MCU X-Men movie. But yeah, it's more the comedic charm that made Channing Tatum Gambit likable. I remember, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine with my sister when it came out on digital. And when he showed up, my sister was like, "Is that Channing Tatum?" She's not a comic reader, so she didn't know the character or what he was supposed to be in. And so, yeah, she was just excited to see a hot guy, you know, there. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. I think it's kind of been confirmed at this point that he's playing Victor Von Doom. Alright, like, he's basically said it, like, multiple times. All I could say is, at least it's not, Leslie Jones. So yeah, that's definitely not it. Reportedly, Chris Evans is coming back. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are coming back, which I think they should have just announced. Alright, it's not that fucking hard, but yeah. Sorry, that sounded weird. I just needed to rest my muscles. They admitted $300 million loss, Snow White official. It's a review bombing. Bitch. She fucking wouldn't shut her mouth. She's annoying and hateful. That's what that fucking woman is. So of course I'm happy it failed. Damn it. Oh yeah, speaking of Japan, there's this controversy going around. I do not like the idea of AI. Granted, there are times where I used AI to make art, you know, because it's probably a revolutionary thing, but I do not like AI. All right, I think it's lazy, and I think it's scary, like the idea of a non-living being computer making something and not made by real humans. I get it. Most modern media is crap, and I think AI could maybe do a better job. But at the same time, I want real humans. I want more competent real humans instead of activists who just got out of college. Probably not going to be around in 5 years, if you know what I mean. I know that was bad, but I forgot what I was gonna talk about. So, oh yeah, AI. But I don't believe AI has been writing movies as of late. Like people accuse that with Madam Web, people accuse that with Wish. I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I have a personal theory, all right, because both people on the right and the left of movie critics have made this accusation. I believe a lot of them are saying movies are made by AI now because because they don't want to tell a writer, "Hey, your movie sucks." That's what we've been saying for a long time. Some furry bitch who keeps changing her pronouns keeps made a long rant. People worked hard on this shit on my Hell of a Boss review. Uh, but yeah, I think people are saying this movie must have been written by AI, and then they use the stupidest dialogue to give example for. Uh, I think they're saying that just to avoid telling someone, "Hey, your movie's garbage." Like a real writer, your movie's garbage because they don't want to be mean. Motherfucker, that's how film criticism works, and I don't care. Anything else happening? Okay, I'm just checking the audio. If you heard that. So yeah, let's go check out the rides at both parks I'm visiting, Tokyo Disneyland and Universal Japan, which is an hour away. It's like LA all over again. It's California. Okay, we'll start at Tokyo Disneyland because you know we have all this gay shit. Gay shit. Okay, so in Tokyo Disneyland we got Star Tours. Space Mountain will be closed because it's going to become something new. Not a new ride, but a new version of Space Mountain. Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek. I'm excited to ride this one. I keep saying Disney should put Fox in the parks. This would be a perfect ride system for a Night at the Museum ride. Stitch Encounter. I don't really care. Omnibus? That's what. Oh, I think it's a. Oh, I think that's what do you call it? A walk around character. Pirates of the Caribbean. Penny Arcade. Okay. Every time I hear Penny Arcade, it reminds me of the Penny Arcade mod from Minecraft, like when I was a kid. Uh, so many memories. Jamboree Mickey Mouse. Western River Railroad. I don't care. Jungle Cruise. I do love me a good Jungle Cruise. The Enchanted Tiki Room. Aloha e como mai. Country Bear Theater. I don't really care. Big Thunder Mountain. Yep, I love me some Big Thunder. Shooting Gallery. Might as well play Pumped Up. I make everyone miserable. Everyone's right. Why do you have to have wait times on an app for like fucking meet and greets? Splash Mountain, still the Song of the South version. I remember one of Geeks and Gamers' old detractors, Xander Hall, was trying to say, Geeks and Gamers mad that they're changing Slavery Ride. It's not a slavery ride, it's a post-slavery ride. Song of the South is as anti-slavery as it ever gets. But of course you don't know because you're a white liberal savior. Anyway, Haunted Mansion. Woo! They have the Nightmare Before Christmas version there too, but of course they're not gonna have it. It's fucking April. It's gonna be April. I can't believe it's April already. Like, the time go by so fast because all I do is sit in my house making videos because it's so fucking snowy. Alright, now here's a fun fact about It's a Small World. They got a couple of Marvel characters on It's a Small World now. I get you just got the rights back after Universal got rid of Spider-Man, but you could have done something better than just It's a Small World. But yeah, I mean, It's a Small World is definitely a what is it? Like an iconic Disney landmark. So it'd be cool to see a different version. Snow White's Adventures. Weird, weird. Pooh's Honey Hunt. I'm actually excited for that. Spelled Hunny instead of Honey. Sorry about the pause. Yeah. This attraction is a 20-year-old trackless dark ride, and apparently it's impressive. In their defense for Winnie the Pooh being the big attraction, they didn't own Marvel or Star Wars or Fox yet, so they were probably limited, so they're just like, you know what, just give them Winnie the Pooh. The Japanese love cutesy things. Roger Rabbit cartoon spin. Oh, but the Beauty and the Beast ride. I am excited for that. I love Beauty and the Beast. I love that movie. The Happy Ride with Baymax. I was originally not interested in it, but apparently it's a lot more thrilling than other versions of the ride. There's like the Meter version, and there's the Toy Story version, and apparently there's also an awesome soundtrack. But the Beauty and the Beast ride, I cannot wait for that. I saw videos of it. You know, I love that movie. It was one of my favorites growing up. Alright, now at Tokyo Disney Sea, we got the Magic Lamp Theater. Okay, so... Oh, I think it's a 4D show. Anniversary Authority Priority Pass. Okay, so is Priority Pass like a new kind of, what is it, like Fast Pass? God, thank God they don't have the Genie. The Genie is ass. Ass! The Disney Genie Plus. I want to die. Disney Sea. Oh, yeah, it's like a, okay, I found the wrong attraction. But there's like a, bumper ride, but you're on the water. That is awesome. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Awesome. Please use this feature of the park. If you don't allow this app to use your location. Okay, I'll probably learn more once I get there. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I've also seen videos of that. Tower of Terror level 13. Alright, this is not themed to the Twilight Zone. This is its own story, and I can't wait to see what it is. Oh, Hold on. Nemo and Friends Sea Rider. Wait, is this like their version of like Star Tours or something? It's like a Nemo version? Aquatopia, that's what it's called up. The Whirlpool. Jump a jellyfish, I don't give a damn. Flounder's Flying Fish Coaster. That sounds pretty gay. Yeah, it's a kiddie coaster. Speaking of coasters, I actually regret this. Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. I'll check that out. Because, again, I love me some Legends. Toy Story Mania. My sister loves Toy Story Mania, so she's gonna be excited to hear that. There's this coaster. It's called Raging Spirits. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, Indiana Jones. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. Adventures, Temple of the Crystal Skull. Yeah, we're gonna go to the most underrated movie ever made. Fantasy Springs. Now, I'm worried about the horses. All right, I'm worried about these damn horses and what they mean. All right. Oh, I think it means standby pass not available. Uh, can queue for this experience at this time. Yeah, it's new. It's like a new land with a Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. Why Peter Pan? The Japanese do have their own taste, don't they? But yeah, now on to Universal Japan, and I'll probably go straight to sleep because I gotta leave at like 8 tomorrow. I love Terminator. Love Terminator 2, Clown Zombie. Sorry if I didn't see your chat. I was busy reading something. I got the chat on my phone, and I was reading something else. So don't mind, please. Alright, so for Universal Studios Japan, this might sound weird. Me saying this might sound a little weird, but I think this is by far the weakest Universal park. I say weakest instead of worse because I don't think it's gonna be bad. I don't think it's automatically terrible because of the reasons I'm about to give. But so it has your typical stuff: Minions, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter. I just hiccuped. Harry Potter and Nintendo and Waterworld. But at the same time, you got Jaws and a new coaster, Hollywood Dream. There's also Space Fantasy: The Ride. But the reason why I think this is the weakest part is that there's a lot more stage shows than usual. I'm gonna make a video about this. Long story short, there's a lot more stages than usual. There's a lot more kitty brands than usual. They have an entire land dedicated to it, like it's Peanuts, Hello Kitty, and Sesame Street. I think, oh God, I'm not sure Japan, but I think Universal Japan would survive if they got rid of all those. Like, I know Snoopy's popular in Japan, but it's like, you got the rights to Pokemon. Like, I'd say just put Pokemon in that area. Like, it's the perfect place, you know? And plus, Sesame Street turned into a giant lib fest, so I don't think anyone would wanna... I don't think anyone would wanna, do that anymore. But yeah, any new attractions? Flying Dinosaur, they got their own Velocicoaster. Yeah, they got rid of the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man last year. It's because, unlike the Marvel contract here in the States, in Orlando, there actually was an expiration date for Japan. So, Spider-Man is no longer with us. And there's no way Disney's gonna want to renew the contract, because they got their own park in Japan, and who knows if they're gonna do anything. But yeah, I'm heartbroken, because the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man is my favorite ride at all of Universal. They also still had Terminator 2 3D and Backdraft for a while. But now, both Backdraft and Terminator 2 3D are gone. And I'm sad, because I'm never going to experience Terminator 2 3D. They don't even have a DVD of that show yet. Yeah, Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time. So yeah, I'm very disappointed in Universal. And I get you wanted to close it forever because you saw that opportunity and like, what is it? The cough during 2020. I don't know if YouTube is still sensitive on that subject yet or not, but yeah, I looked up. Terminator is popular in Japan, so this could have been, because like Spider-Man's not there anymore, and you still got Jaws. Terminator and Backdraft. This is the perfect park to keep those, but nope, you decided to go no. So yeah, all the kitty stuff and Space Fantasy. I'm not gonna sit back and say Space Fantasy is gonna be bad. All right, I think I'm gonna have fun with it. I did not see a damn POV of it. All I saw was the loading area, and that was like years ago. But it's like it's not themed to anything. So I think the best thing you can do is retheme it to an already existing franchise. All right, like turn Space Fantasy the ride into, I don't know, Spinning Revenge of the Mummy or your version of Curse of the Werewolf, but it's indoors, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna do an entire video of it once I'm done with my trip. I hope to do a lot of writing. I think Shrek 4D is still there, but I do know Universal Japan does a lot of, like, temporary attractions, like, based on anime. I'm not an anime fan, but I give Universal Japan a pass because, like, it's Universal Japan. Of course they're gonna have fucking anime over there, but yeah. So I'm gonna make an entire video on how to improve Universal Japan. I don't think the park is awful, alright? Making it very clear, I don't think it's bad. I am just saying you could do something better. Alright? But yeah, Donkey Kong, I can't wait to experience Donkey Kong before it opens here in the States. But yeah, so I already told you guys I'm a wannabe filmmaker. You know, I'm definitely gonna go to Japan again in my life. Definitely not my dad and my sister. I could invite my mom, but who knows? But yeah, I will say, I am gonna go back in the future. I'm gonna go back to a lot of countries I visited, but like throughout my life. So I gotta lay off the unhealthy stuff, or else I'm gonna die tomorrow. I'm gonna die the same way what's his face, one of the Von Erichs died, because he died in Japan. Alright, folks, that's the end of the stream, and I'll see y'all later. I've been streaming for 36 minutes. Let's get to 37. Come on, 37. That's the lucky number over in Japan. Lucky number over in Japan. 37. So, but is there any Japanese media I do like? Of course! I like Nintendo, I like Metal Gear, I like Sonic, I like, God, what else? Godzilla. There's also a lot, and I mean a lot of samurai movies here on Max, like in the States. But what else do they have? I don't think Japan has their own kung fu movies, because I'm a huge, like, kung fu fan. I know they have karate, but I don't think they have, like, a big array of martial arts, because, like, I'm a huge martial arts movie fan. But, still 36 minutes? What the heck, boy? But yeah, I hope to have a good time. I hope to, you know, not get... I'm not gonna mention it because it's too personal. But, yeah, I really hope that this trip is gonna be the best I ever have. You know, I've been to Iceland last year. I enjoyed it, even though I hate the cold. It's a beautiful country, beautiful island. Definitely Europe's Hawaii. I've been to Europe all the way back in 2018. I definitely need to go again. I've been to French Polynesia in 2022. So 3 years in a row, I've been out of the country. Alright. I definitely need to go back to Mexico. You know, I haven't been there in a long time, but my parents go there. Not necessarily a lot, but at least like once a year or once every 2 years. I don't know. But my next trip that I'm considering, it's either going to be Singapore because of Universal Studios Singapore, or actually I think I'll wait until Nintendo World opens in Singapore, because that's supposed to open in Universal Studios Singapore. But I'll wait till that opens. Such a shame that they got rid of Madagascar. But I definitely want to go to Egypt. Alright, I hope that's going to be my next trip. Egypt, here I come. I wouldn't mind living in the Middle East, even though there's explosions everywhere. And as Rachel